Once upon a time, there was a boy called Peter. He and his grandfather lived in a cottage with a garden, surrounded by a high stone wall. Outside, there was a great meadow, and beyond the meadow a deep, dark forest. Early one morning, Peter opened the gate and went out into the big green meadow. Of a big tree sat a little bird, Peter's friend. "All is quiet," chirped the bird gladly. Soon a duck came waddling around. She was glad that Peter had not closed the gate and decided to take a nice swim in the deep pond in the meadow. Seeing the duck, the little bird flew down upon the grass, settled next to the duck, and shrugged his shoulders. "What kind of bird are you if you cannot fly?" said the bird. To this the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you if you cannot swim?" and dived into the pond. They argued and argued, the duck swimming in the pond, the little bird hopping along the shore. Suddenly, something caught Peter's attention. He noticed a cat crawling through the grass. The cat thought, "The bird is busy. I'll just grab him." Quietly she crept towards him with velvet paws. Shouted Peter, and the bird flew immediately up into the tree while the duck quacked angrily at the cat through the middle of the pond. Grandfather came out. He was angry because Peter had gone into the meadow. "It is a dangerous place. If a wolf should come out of the forest, then what would you do?" Peter paid no attention to his grandfather's words. Boys like Peter are not afraid of wolves. But grandfather took Peter by the hand, led him home and locked the gate. No sooner had Peter and his grandfather gone than a big grey wolf came out of the forest. In a twinkling, the cat climbed up the tree, the duck quacked, and in her excitement jumped out of the pond. No matter how much the duck tried to run, she couldn't escape the wolf. He kept getting nearer and nearer, until he got her, and with one gulp swallowed her. And now, this is how things stood. The cat was sitting on one branch of the big tree and the bird on another, not too close to the cat. While the wolf walked round and around the tree, looking at them with greedy eyes. In the meantime, Peter, without the slightest fear, stood behind the closed gate, watching all that was going on. Peter ran home, got a strong rope and climbed up the stone wall. One of the branches of the tree around which the wolf was walking stretched out over the wall. Grabbing hold of the branch, Peter climbed on over the tree. Peter said to the bird, "Fly down and circle around the wolf's head, only take care that he doesn't catch you." The bird almost touched the wolf's head with his wings. The wolf snapped angrily at him from this side and that. How the bird did worry the wolf, how he wanted to catch him. But the bird was too clever and the wolf simply couldn't do anything about it. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso and, carefully letting it down, caught the wolf by the tail and pulled with all his might. Feeling himself caught, the wolf began to jump wildly, trying to get loose. But Peter had tied the other end of the rope to the tree, so the wolf's jumping only made the rope around his tail tighter. Just then, hunters came out of the woods, following the wolf's trail and shooting as they went. sitting in the tree, shouted, "Don't shoot! The bird and I have caught the wolf! Now help him take us to the zoo." And now, imagine the triumphant procession. Peter at the head, after him the hunters leading the wolf, and winding up the procession, grandfather and the cat. Above them flew the birds, chirping merrily. "What brave fellows we are, Peter and I! Look what we have caught!" And if you would listen very carefully, you could hear the duck quacking inside the wolf, because in his haste, the wolf had swallowed her alive.